Gawa ko lang kayo ng copy. Gusto pong inyong lab report, ginagawa na ba? Okay. So tayo ay continuation na discussion. Ito naman inaumpisahan na ninyo yung concepts, the fundamentals na discuss na sa oral presentation. Basically, alam na anong pinagkaiba ng generator at motor. Tama ba? Anyone from the class? Ano yung basic definition or basic comparison pinagkaiba ng generator at motor from your previous discussions sa ating naging oral presentation? Anyone po from the class? Wala nakakaalala sa inyong mga diniscuss sa klase? Anyone po? There are various, yes po, engineer, Locanyas.
Yung motor po ay nagko-convert ng electrical energy into mechanical po. Tapos vice versa lang po yung generator.
Okay, so that is one. How about the others? Ano ang pinagkaiba ng generator and motor? Yes, Engineer Temprosa.
Sir, bali po yung generator po ay nagpo-produce po ng electricity while yung motor naman po ay nagko-consume po ng electricity po.
Okay. Other ideas? Wala na? So that is how DC machines work. Depending on its application. Pero pagdating sa construction, halos same lang din naman sila. Pagka ito ay converting mechanical energy, producing electricity, this is a generator. No? So kaya nga tayo may tinatawag na generated EMF. The voltage generated ng iyong generator. Pag sinabing motor, meron naman tayong tinatawag na back EMF. That is the voltage opposing the voltage source. Okay? So ngayon ay kukontinue lang natin yung inyong naging discussion ng DC machines overview. Start tayo sa generator. Our objectives for this, at the end of this lecture, you should be able to describe types of DC generator and their characteristics, calculate generated EMF for a generator using our formula, state typical applications of DC generators, and list DC machine losses and calculate efficiency. Pag pinag-usapan natin sa DC generator, this is categorized into classifications. Yung una ay separately excited generator at yung padalawa ay self-excited generator, which is na-discuss nyo din naman ito sa inyong oral presentation. From the word itself, pag sinabing separately excited, so meron tayong tawag dito, exciter pa. Na separate. From the words of separately excited. So we have here, anong tawag dito? Doon sa exciter natin. Ano pong term na tawag natin? Di ba pag sinabing separately excited, yung field winding natin is actually being energized using an external source. No? Meron tayong exciter pa. Pag sinabi namang self-excited generator, from the word itself, kaya niyang mag-energize on its own. Yung self-excited generators natin, nahati pa sa ilang uh, classifications. May tinatawag tayong shunt, series, and compound wound generator. So yan yung ating mga pag-uusapan ngayon. Hihimayin natin isa-isa. Okay, let's first talk about separately excited generator. So yan yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. Meron tayong external supply, which is called the exciter. A typical separately excited generator nga that is given by the circuit. When a load is connected across the armature terminals, the load current will flow. The terminal voltage will fall from its open circuit EMF due to a volt drop caused by the current flowing through the armature resistance. So since we have here our armature resistance, obviously meron ditong voltage drop. Kaya papansin niyo yung ating generated equation, to get the terminal voltage V, you just need to subtract yung voltage drop across your armature from doon sa iyong generated EMF. Or simply, by manipulating this equation, kung kukunin mo yung generated EMF, that is just V plus IA RA. So, para mas madaling nating ma-demonstrate, so illustrate natin ang mas kompleto yung ating mga variables. So, for example, meron ka ditong ito yung field voltage na tinatawag. Yung iyong field voltage, of course, meron din yang field resistance. Kung may field resistance, of course, may magpo-flow dyan na field current. So, ito yung tinatawag natin na exciter part or the shunt field external supply. So, ito yung kabila. Binaligtad lang natin. Ito yung part ng shunt field. Ito yung exciter, yung nakaseparate na exciter. And then yung ating armature, sino ito? Ito si armature resistance. Ito yung ating generator. And of course, meron kang load. RL. So, kung may RL dyan, obviously, may magpo-flow dyan na IL. May magpo-flow dyan na armature current. Yan. This is our EG. So, yan pong itsura ng ating separately excited generator. Ito yung part ng ating armature winding. Para mas madaling ma-visualize, ito po ang itsura ng separately excited DC generator. From this circuit, ano yung ma-observe nyo? What is the connection? Ano po ang connection ng separately excited DC generator natin? That is disconnected in circuit analysis, application ng basic AE.
Naka-series
ano
po.
lang, naka-series lang. Ibig sabihin, if they're connected in series, pwede kong sabihin that IA is just equal to what? IA is equal to yung ating armature current, sabi nyo, naka-series, therefore, that is just equal to what? If they are connected in series, what can you observe doon sa current na magpo-flow across your load resistance?
Equal po.
They are just equal. So, pwede mong sabihin, sa separately excited, IA is just equal to IL, or the load current. Ano pa yung mga mapapansin nyo dito? Kung kukunin naman natin si IF, by Ohm's law, that is just yung iyong VF over RF. Application of Ohm's law. Na kung kukunin naman natin yung generated EMF, ano lang, so, kung sabi sa ating kanina, that is V plus IARA. So, yun din lamang yung ating formula. That is the terminal voltage plus the voltage across your armature plus V brush. Okay, so si V brush, pag hindi ibinigay, ay di wala. Hindi ko consider. Nasundan po ito. Galing lang din sa circuit analysis. Paki-screenshot po ako nito. Tatandaan mga formula. Na-screenshot na po. Okay, so separately excited, yan pong itsura. Nakaseparate yung ating shunt field winding. Yun yung ating exciter doon sa ating armature winding, wherein nandun yung ating generator. Okay, so let's try to apply in this problem. Pabasa nga po ako ng problem. Anyone po, babasa po.
Determine the terminal voltage of a generator which develops an EMF of 200 volts and has an armature current of 30 amps on load. Assume the armature resistance is 0.3 ohms.
Okay, so thank you. Anong hinahanap sa atin? You're asked to solve for the terminal voltage. Pag sinabing terminal voltage, sino po ito? Sino po itong terminal voltage? Oh, sino itong terminal voltage natin? Eh, siya, paano natin masosolve? Hindi natin kayang i-determine kung sino ang mga hinahanap na parameters. Sino pa din hinahanap natin? Si terminal voltage. Sino po ito? Anyone?
Sir, yung distance, yung B po.
Okay, so this is our V. Binigyan tayo ng EMF na 200 volts. Sino ito? EMF, this is our E. Meron daw tayong armature current na 30 amperes. Sino yon? Armature current. Ibig sabihin, sino ito? CIA. And then, binigyan ka ng armature resistance. Therefore, sino ito? Si RA. Okay. Listahi ang given. Ang binigay ay EMF. Binigyan ka din ng armature current, which is 30 amperes. At saka si armature resistance na 0.30. You're asked to solve for the terminal voltage. Therefore, saan mo kukunin? Alam mo, separately excited working equation, EG is equal to 1. VT plus IARA plus V brush. Nabanggit ba na V brush sa problem? Wala. So you disregard V brush. Ito na lang yung ating working equation. Ang hinahanap ay si VT. Manipulating the equation, this is equal to what? Equal to A minus IARA. Can we now solve for the terminal voltage? Makukuha na po ba natin si terminal voltage? That is direct substitution. Substituting to our formula, that is 200 minus 30 times 0.3. Ilan po ang ating terminal voltage?
191 volts po.
This is 191 volts. Nasundan po ito? As simple as that. Ano lang kailangan? Kilala mo kung sinong mga binanggit sa ating kwento. Kilala mo sinong bida, kilala ang mga tauhan sa kwento. Kasi pag di mo ito alam, paano ma-analyze? Kung di mo kayang isulat yung given, how do you analyze the problem? So, kaya kikilalanin ang mga parameters involved. May questions po dito sa first problem? Okay, so let's try to solve the next problem. A generator is connected to a 60 ohm load and a current of 8 ampere flows. If the armature resistance is 1 ohm, you're asked to determine the terminal voltage and the generated EMF. O, sino yung mga ibinigay? Sino po si 60 ohm load? Sino po ito? $60 ohm load,
RL po.
si RL. Binigyan ka ng 8 ampere. Sino ang tinutukoy dito? Aling current yung tinutukoy? Sino po si 8 ampere? Yun yung iyong armature current. But since alam mo din naman, search paano malalaman kung armature current o si load current. Alam mo, pag separately excited, IA is just equal to IL. So, pwede mo na siyang i-denote as IA. O, ilagay mo na parehas. IA is equal to IL is equal to 8 amperes. And then, ano pa yung ibinigay? Armature resistance of 1 ohm. So, sino po ito?
RA po.
RA po.
CRA. You're asked to solve for the terminal voltage at saka sa generated EMF. Solving for the terminal voltage. Paano mo kukunin? Paano po kukunin ang terminal voltage? How do we solve for the terminal voltage? Analyze po ang problem. How do we solve for the terminal voltage? Uy, alin po ang ating hinahanap? Terminal voltage. Binigyan ka ng load resistance na 60. Binigyan ka ng current na 8. O paano mo kukunin ang terminal voltage?
Sir, using Ohm's law po.
Okay, you just apply Ohm's law. Applying Ohm's law, VT is equal to sino? Alin ang gagamitin ko? So, wala namang bearing IA o IL. Gamitin ko na lang si IA, RN. This is 8 amperes times 60 ohms. Therefore, ilan ito? Your terminal voltage is
480 po.
480 volts. So, nakuha na natin yung isang pinapahanap. Ano na lang kulang natin? The generated EMF. Solving for alam mo, to solve for EG, that is just VT plus IARA plus V brush. But since walang V brush, hindi mo na siya isusulat. Ano yung terminal voltage mo? Nakuha mo at 480 volts plus ano yung iyong current? That is 8 ampere times RA na 1 ohm. Therefore, ilan yung ating generated EMF?
488 volts po.
This is just 488 volts. So, nasundan po ito? Questions? Okay, wala pong questions. Proceed tayo sa next problem. Pabasa po ako ng problem. Anyone po?
A separately excited generator develops a no-load EMF of 150 volts at an armature speed of 20 revs per second and a flux per pole of 0.1 webers.
Determine the generated EMF when the speed increases to 25 rev per second and the pole flux remain unchanged. The speed remains at 20 rev per second and the pole flux is decreased to 0.08 Weber and the speed increased to 24 rev per second and the pole flux is decreased to 0.07 Webers.
Okay, thank you. Dito sa problem number 9, you are asked to solve for the generated EMF given three conditions. Yung una daw, binago mo, dinagdagan ang speed to 25 revolution per second, remaining the full flux unchanged. Yung ating condition 2, the speed remains at 20 rev per second and the full flux is decreased to 0.08 o binawasan naman ang flux. Doon naman sa third condition, parehas nating minodify yung iyong speed at yung iyong pole flux. Ang tanong, ano ang bagong generated EMF? O sa ganitong problem, alin ang applicable to use? Aling formula ang kailangan natin i-apply o relationship? Naaalala nyo from the previous discussion ng ating bago mag-prelims, may na-discuss ako sa inyo na relationship, yung kumuha tayo ng constant, naaalala? Pagkakailangan ay bagong value ng generated EMF at nagkaroon ng changes sa speed or sa iyong flux. Alin nga po yun, yung ginagamit natin na relationship? Anong formula yun na introduce? Anyone po from the class? Sinong nakakaalaala? O, ang sitwasyon kasi, initially binigyan ka ng no load EMF at 150 volts. At saka meron kang armature speed na 20 revolution per second. Flux per pole mo ay 0.10 Weber. Ang tanong sa atin, nung binago ko ang speed at nag-remain ang aking flux, anong naging epekto sa aking generated EMF? Ano yung bagong value? So, sa letter B, na-remain ko ang speed, ang binawasan ko ay flux, ano ang naging value? Pagka ganito po ang problem, alin po ang formula na ating ina-apply? Na-discuss po natin iyan bago kayo mag-prelims. Aling formula yung ginagamit natin pag nagkakaroon ng changes sa value? Nalimutan na? Hindi ko ba yung na-discuss sa inyo? Yun o. Na-discuss ko sa inyo si Econ. Naalala na? Wherein yung ating K from our formula na Zipon over 60A, tinrate natin as constant si Zp over 60A na ang tawag natin ay, ang tawag natin dito, si angular velocity constant. Kaya nga sabi natin, if you're going to relate yung iyong generated EMF initially doon sa next generated EMF, that is just Phi1N1 over Phi2N2. O, nagbigay pa nga ako sa inyo ng sample, o. Naalala na po ito? Si Econ? Ayan yung pong ating i-apply doon sa ating problem ngayon. Recall. Recall si Icon. Yung iyong K being the angular velocity constant. Sabi mo, kung i-relate mo yung initial generated to final, that is just initial over final. Okay? So, kukunin ko si ito, manipulating this equation, ano mo magiging equation natin? Dito is equal to manipulating the equation.
E1 multiply, ano po, yung
A1
multiply
times
flux.
flux ano?
Tsaka po yung N2.
Flux 2 and 2 over flux 1 and 1. So from that, makukuha pala natin yung bagong generated EMF given to conditions. Yung daw speed ay binagdagan ng 25, ang flux ay na-remain. O for letter A, meron ka ngayong meron kang bagong speed. Ano yung bagong speed mo? 25. Okay, solving for E2. Using the manipulated formula, ano yung iwan natin? Hindi pala natin sinulat ang given. Sige, sulat yung given. Para magaling mag-solve. E1 is equal to what? 150. Initial speed mo ay 20. At yung iyong flux 1 ay 0.10. Yung ating A, meron tayong bagong speed. Yung iyong flux 1 ay nag-remain. Substituting, A1 is equal to 150 times, sabi mo si Phi1 at si Phi2 ay hindi nagbago, so magkakancel lamang yun. Tama ba? Si Phi1 at si Phi2 magkakancel. Ano lang natira? N2 over N1. Nasaan si N2? 25. Nasaan si N1? 20. Therefore, ilan po yung ating new generated EMF given the first condition?
.5 volts po.
This is 187.5 volts. Nakuha po ito. Application lang ng ating formula nung nakaraang discussion. O, try to solve B and C. Doon sa B, ang na-remain naman ay ang speed. Yung pole flux naman ang nabawasan. Doon sa letter C, parehas ay binago. Sige nga, try to solve B and C. Pag may sagot na po ay pa-raise hand ako. Yes po, si Engineer Mesiha ang letter B. Sino po letter C? Sige po, pa-explain po ako. Pa-share ng iyong answer and then pa-explain. Sino po sa letter C? Para dire-diretso tayo. Habang inaantay natin siya mag-present. Sino po nagsagot ng letter C? Sige po, pa-explain.
Bali po sir, same lang po ng A. Ang pinalitan lang po natin is yung N2 over N1. So in-apply lang po natin sa E1 multiplied by O2 na 0.08 all over po 0.10 na equals po sa 120 volts.
Okay, do you get the same answer? Do you get the same answer? How about the others? Hindi nag-try mag-solve? Yeah, kaya mahina ang retention kasi hindi nagtatry. So that is 120 volts. Yung ating generated EMF given the second condition. Sino po ang nagsagot ng third condition? Wala nagsagot? Same lang din po ang gagawin. Anyone from the class? Wala po. Isa-substitute lang para makapag-solve. Sayang naman. Para kayong recitation for today. Okay, so let's continue. So, sagutan nyo yung letter C. Then, same lang din naman ang gagawin. Nagkaroon lang ng changes sa both the speed and the flux. Okay, so yung ating separately excited generator ay ginagamit lang daw saan? Sa special cases, such as when a wide variation in terminal potential differences is required, or when exact control of the field current is necessary. Its disadvantage lies in requiring a separate source of direct current. So kasi nga siya ay separately excited, kinakailangan pa niya ng ah, external source to energize yung ating exciter. So these characteristics ang tawag daw ay open circuit characteristic and load characteristic. If we're going to take a look at the graph, so that is exponentially rising. Yung ating open circuit characteristic. Yun naman ating load characteristic, yan. So medyo pababa. Nag-start initially, pagbaba ng load current, mataas ang voltahe and then pababa. Okay? So after nung ng separately excited, meron tayong tinatawag na self-excited na nahahati pa nga sa tatlo. Una na dyan ay ang shunt wound generator. Pag sinabing shunt, anong palatandaan mo? They are connected yung field winding is connected in what? Sa iyong armature. Ano napansin nyo? Pag sinabing shunt configuration, ibig sabihin siya ay connected in what? Uy, ano po pag sinabing shunt? O from the circuit itself, by merely observing the circuit, how do you relate the two? The connection between the two? Yung iyong armature at yung iyong field. Anyone po from the class? That is a simple circuit analysis. Application ng inyong basic EE. Ano po ang connection between the field and your armature based on the figure? They
Nakaparallel
are
po.
connected in parallel. So, palatandaan mo, pag shunt wound generator, they are connected in parallel. Yung iyong field winding at saka yung iyong armature winding. Ano sabi dyan? In a shunt wound generator, the field winding nga is connected in parallel. So that naman pala with the armature as shown in the figure. The field winding has a relatively high resistance and therefore, the current carried is only a fraction of the armature current. So ano yung mga na-introduce dyan ng mga variable? Meron daw tayong terminal voltage, same pa din naman, generated EMF. Ano yung nadagdag? Meron tayong IF. See? Field current. Kasi bakit? I-illustrate natin sa isang mas malinaw na circuit. Para madaling matandaan, pag sinabing shunt, palatandaan mo, dapat nakaparallel si field resistance sa iyong armature resistance. Nandito si RA at nandito yung iyong generator. And then, nasaan ang iyong load? Naririto. Para mas madaling tandaan, dito ang load. Pag sinabing shunt wound generator. Ibig sabihin, nakaparallel si RA at saka si RF. Si RA at si generator naman laging magka-series. Kung may RF dyan, of course, may dadalo dyan na field current. Sa iyong RA, may dadaloy dyan na armature current. Ito yung iyong generator. And of course, may dadaloy dyan na load current. So yan yung mga parameters involved when we are dealing with shunt wound DC generator. From the circuit itself, basta tanda mo ang itsura ng shunt wound DC generator, alam mo that IA is just equal to what? Circuit analysis tayo. Application ng basic EE. Nasaan si IA? Ito. That is equal to what?
IF plus IL po.
Okay. So, applying nodal analysis, no, naalala? The sum of all current entering is equal to the sum of all the current leaving the node. Pumasok dito si IA, lumabas si IF, lumabas din si IL. So, pwede mong sabihin that IA is just equal to IF plus IL. So, ano pa? Kung kukunin mo si IF, paano mo kunin si IF? Obviously, by Ohm's law, that is just your terminal voltage over your RF. Halimbawa, kukunin natin si generated EMF sa isang shunt wound generator. That is just VT plus yung voltage across your armature plus V brush. Okay? Nakuha po pag sinabing shunt wound generator. Paki-screenshot po ako niyan. Oh, wait lang. Sorry. Balik tayo. Okay. Na-screenshot po ito. Mga dapat tandaan sa shunt wound generator. Hindi kailangan sa uluhin lahat ang formula. Basta tandang itsura, kayang isulat ang mga formula. Application lang ng basic circuit analysis. Okay. So, let's try to apply in this problem. Pabasa nga po ako ng problem. Anyone po?
A shunt generator supplies a 20 kilowatts load at 200 volts through cables of resistance. R equals 100 milliohms if the field winding resistance Rf is equal to 50 ohms and the armature resistance Ra is equals to 40 milliohms. Determine A, the terminal voltage, and B, the EMF generated in the armature.
Okay, thank you. So, ano mga binigay sa atin? Sino po itong ibinigay na 20 kilowatt? Sino po ito? 20 kilowatt load. Ibig sabihin, sino ito? Sino po si 20 kilowatt load? Pag ba siya ay naka-kilowatt, anong variable siya? Anong parameter po ito? Naka-kilowatt.
Power po ba?
Naka-power siya. Power daw ng iyong load. Ibig sabihin, pwede mo siyang i-denote as PL. 20 kilowatt. And then, 200 volts. Sino yung 200 volts? Sino po yung binanggit dito na 200 volts? N1 po. Basahin ulit ang problem. Alin ang tinutukoy doon na 200 volts? Kasi kilala mo yan. Pag nagkamali ka ng kilala, pwede mo siyang masulat as VT, pwede mo siyang masulat as VL, pwede mo din siyang masulat as EMF kasi naka-volts. Dapat kilala mo, sino ba yan? By analyzing the problem, sino ang tinutukoy doon sa 200 volts?
VL po.
That is just your load voltage. And then, ano pa? Binigyan ka ng resistance. Again, saan yung resistance na yon? Doon din sa load. Ibig sabihin, load resistance lang ito. Napakaliit. Naka 100 milli. And then, binigyan ka ng field winding resistance na 50 ohms. Binigyan ka din ng armature resistance na 40 ohms. Ang tinatanong sa'yo, ano yung terminal voltage? At saka si generated EMF. Now, how do we solve for the terminal voltage? Para mas madali nating ma-analyze, let's try to visualize ano ba yung sinasabi sa problem. Meron ka daw load na 20 kilowatt, that is your load. Connected daw yan, merong load resistance na ano? Ilan yung load resistance? 100 milli. And then, binigyan tayo ng RFRA. Obviously, ito ay shunt generator. Alam mo, dapat si RF at si RA ay parallel with each other. So, ilagay natin dito si RF. Nakaparallel sa kanya si RA. Then, ito yung ating generator. Now, ano yung sabi sa atin? Yung 200 volts, ito ay sa load lang, across the load. Ibig sabihin, i-assume natin, nagkabit daw dito ng voltmeter. Ang reading ay 200 volts. We are interested in getting the terminal voltage. Nasaan ba ang terminal voltage? That is across your load. Ibig sabihin, nagsukat pa ako dito ng voltmeter. Ito yung aking terminal voltage. Now, paano natin kukunin yung terminal voltage? We are not just interested in the value ng iyong voltage across the load. Kasi meron ka pa load resistance na 100 milli. So you have to consider that. But initially, paano mo muna makukuha ang ano mo nang kailangan mo na isolve na wala pa dito sa given?
Yung current po.
Wala pa tayong current. O kukunin natin yung load current na nagpo-flow dito. Bakit pumunta? Paano natin kukuhanin ang load current? O solving for the load current first. O to solve for load current, paano mo kukunin ang load current? Take note, you have your PL, you have your RL. How do you solve for your IL? Recall. By applying Ohm's law, P is just equal to what? VI. Tama ba? So, kung kukunin mo si I, that is just P over V. So, makukuha ko ba ito? So, back na. Ano yung ating load power? That is 20 kilo. Ilan ang ating load voltage? Nasa 200. Ilan po ang ating load current?
$100 amperes po.
This is 100 amperes. O kung 100 amperes pala yung current na nagpo-flow dito, this is 100 amperes. Therefore, makukuha ba natin yung voltage drop across this load resistance? Makukuha ba natin? Hello po. Yung ating voltage drop in the cables to the load. Can we get that? Given ang nagpo-flow na current ay 100 amperes, hello po. Kasi di ba, in getting the terminal voltage, theoretically, that must be yung load voltage mo plus the voltage drop across dito sa iyong load resistance. My question is, can we now solve for the voltage drop across your load resistance? Ano ba ang voltage drop across the load resistance? What is the connection between your load at saka yung load resistance? Anyone po? Uy, analysis lang ito. Ano po ang connection nitong dalawang ito? They are connected in series. Ngayon, nakuha mo ang current flowing dito sa iyong load, which is 100 ampere. Kung ito ay 100 ampere at sila ay connected in series, tama bang sabihin 100 ampere din ang nagpo-flow dito na current? Do you agree? Okay, if that's the case, we can now solve for the voltage drop across the load resistance, RL. VD is equal to what? That is just Ohm's law. IL times RL. 100 amperes times, ilan nga ito? Ilan po ang ating voltage drop across RL?
10 volts po.
This is just 10 volts. Therefore, can we now solve for the terminal voltage? To solve for VT, that is just the sum nitong dalawa. That is your line voltage plus yung voltage drop across the RL. Therefore, this is 200 plus 10. Therefore, your terminal voltage is 210 volts. Sundan po ito. How about the others? Now, nakuha na natin yung terminal voltage. How are we going to solve for the generated EMF? Theoretically, alam mo that the working equation to solve for the generated EMF, VT plus IA, RA plus V brush. But since walang V brush, i-disregard it. Now, masosolve na ba natin ito? Do we have the value of VT? Kakasolve lang natin. Do we have IA? Yun lang. Wala tayong IA. Do we have RA? Meron. So, target natin, makuha muna si IA. Solving for IA. Again, pag siya ay series, shunt, sorry. Shunt wound generator, ano yung ating IA? That is IF plus IN. Sabihin natin that IA is equal to IF plus IL. Meron ba tayong field resistance? Wala pa din. O, hahanapin din muna natin. Solving for IF. O, to solve for IF, that is just VT over RF. Then yung ating VT, 210. Ilan yung ating field resistance? That is 50. Therefore, ilan yung ating field current?
4.2 ampere po.
This is 4.2 amperes. So we can now substitute here. 4.2 plus ilan yung load current natin? Binigay ba? Nakuha natin kanina, 100. Plus 100, therefore, IA is equal to 104.2 amperes. Sir, napakahaba naman. Yan na ba ang sagot? Hindi pa. Ang hinukuha natin ay si EG. Do we have all the values needed? VT. Kakakuha lang ng IA given ng RA. So we can now solve for EG. Solving for the generated EMF. EG is equal to VT plus IA RA. VT nakuha natin at 210 volts plus IA nakuha natin at 104.2. RA natin is given at 40. Ilan po ang ating generated EMF?
Sir, yung RA po is naka-milliohms po.
Yung RAI, naka-milli. Ayan. So, thank you sa correction. Next time na ay be mindful. Kasi pag na-substitute na ito, wala na. Ilan po ito?
214.168 po.
214 ano?
168 volts.
168. Tatlong decimal places lang.
Yes po.
So this is our generated EMF. Nasundan po ito. O ano lang dapat tandaan? Pag shunt, laging magka-parallel si RA at si RF. Then analyze mo ang problem kung anong itsura para madali kang mag-solve. Application ng Ohm's Law at basic circuit analysis. So that is our answers. Questions? May questions po kayo? How about the others? Okay, walang questions. Proceed na tayo. Yan. So, anong mga application ng shunt wound? Ito yung graph niya. Exponentially rising din. Yung load characteristic natin, pababa. Shunt wound generator is the type most used in practice. But the load current must be limited to a value that is well below the maximum value. This then avoids excessive variation of the terminal voltage. Typical applications daw nito sa mga battery charging and motor car generators. So, mas gamit ang shunt wound generator. Now, kung may shunt wound or parallel wound, of course, we have our series wound generator. Sir, paano naman pag series wound? O from the word itself, series, hindi naka-series ang connection. Yung field winding is just in series with your armature winding. I-demonstrate natin in a clearer circuit. No, palatandaan mo, pagka series, hindi naka-series lang ang iyong, kaya ka may series shunt. Series shunt. Series field. Kaya ka may RS dyan, naka-series sa iyong RA, and then ito yung iyong generator. Then nandito yung iyong load. Of course, may dadaan dyan na armature current, may dadaan na series current, and then ito yung iyong load o resistance. Of course, may dadaan dyan na load current. So, nandito ang iyong load, nandito din ang iyong terminal voltage. So, yan yung mga parameters involved sa series wound. From its circuit alone, pwede kang maka-generate ng mga formula. Ano kaya ang tinuturo ko yung itsura? Basta tanda mong itsura, kaya mong i-generate ang formula. From this equation, alam mo agad that armature current is just equal to what? Equal to? Anyone po? So, equal siya sa IL, equal din siya sa IS because they are connected nga in series. So, IA is equal to IS equal also to IL. Kukunin naman natin ang generated EMF. Ay, di ko yung sabihin. Terminal voltage plus IARA. Ano lang nadagdag? Meron ng IS, RS, plus V brush. But since alam mo that IS is just equal to IA, pwede kong sabihin that EG is equal to VT plus IA times RA plus. Ba't yun dito? RA plus RS plus V brush. So yan po ang inyong generated EMF at series wound generator. Naintindihan? Paki-screenshot po ako nito. Okay. So saan daw ina-apply ang mga series? Sabi, the field winding is in series with armature. It is not possible to have a value of field current when the terminals are open circuited. Thus, it is not possible to obtain an open circuit characteristic. Series wound generators are rarely used in practice. So, madalang pala itong gamitin. Saan lang daw ginagamit? As a booster on transmission lines. Okay? So, next natin ay compound wound generator. Pag sinabi pong compound, of course, that is the combination of series and parallel. Sir, anong itsura? Ganito po. Ito daw letter A, ang tawag ay long shunt compound generator. Paano madaling matandaan? Yung iyong series winding ay nakaseries sa armature. Pagka naman short shunt, yung iyong series winding ay nakaseries sa field winding. Naintindihan po ang pinagkaiba? Okay. So para mas madaling ma-distinguish, i-redraw natin. Pag sinabing long shunt, compound generator, anong palatandaan mo? Of course, meron ka dyang field resistance. Since siya ay long shunt, ibig sabihin yung nakaparallel sa iyong field ay mahaba. Bakit mahaba? May kadugsong na siyang series winding. Si RS, ito si RA, at ito ang iyong generator. Then, nandito pa din ang iyong load. This is your RL. This is your EG. Now, of course, kung yan ay RF, may magpo-flow dyan na field current. May magpo-flow dyan na IS. May magpo-flow dyan na IA. At may magpo-flow dyan na IL. Nandito din yung ating terminal voltage. Na anong palatandaan? Long shunt compound generator. Mahaba kasi may kadugtong na RS. Naintindihan? Long shunt. Yung iyong field winding is connected in parallel to a long series connection. Nakuha ang palatandaan ng long shunt compound generator. Nasundan po ba kung paano madaling matandaan? Okay. So from this circuit, pwede nating sabihin, o kitang-kita agad-agad, that IA is just equal to IS. Tama ba? They are connected in series. Therefore, IA is equal to IS. Which is actually equal to what? Equal
IF
saan?
plus IL po.
Okay, very good. That is equal to palabas. IF plus IL. O, nakuha? So, ano pa yung pwede nating ma-generate na equation? Kung kukunin ng IF, syempre, ganun pa din naman. Terminal voltage over RF. Now, kung kukunin natin si generated EMF, that is just also VT plus yung voltage across your armature. Anong nadagdag? Merong IS, RS. Plus V brush. But since alam mo, IA is still equal to IS, pwede mong sabihin that EG is equal to VT plus IA, RA plus RS plus V brush. Nasundan po ito? Long shunt compound generator. Ang screenshot po ito. Na screenshot po. Okay. Sir, paano naman pag sinabing short shunt? Paano namin madaling matatandaan? Pag short shunt, compound generator. Ano naman pinagkaiba? Ang gagawin mo na lang, maigsi. Ibig sabihin, short, yung iyong field resistance, still nakashunt siya, dapat siya ay nakaparallel saan? Dapat siya ay nakaparallel lagi kay RA, kay armature. Dito ang aking generator. Ano lang pinagkaiba? Yung iyong series ay nandito. Hindi. Dito pa din ang iyong load. This is your RA. Anong pinagkaiba lang? Kung kanina, mahaba, si RF, nakaparallel sa mahabang combination. Ngayon, pinaigsi mo. Nakaparallel na lang siya ulit kay RA. Yung combination nila ang nakaseries sa RS. Naintindihan po? Pag sinabing short shunt, nakita ang difference? Kung ito nakaparallel sa buong series configuration nitong RA at RS, dito sa short shunt, yung combination nila in parallel ang nakaseries sa RS. Naintindihan po? Nakuha ang difference between the two? Hello po, yan. Now, kung may RF dyan, of course, IF pa din dyan. Meron dyan IA. Meron dyan IS. Meron dyan IL. Nandito pa din si ZT. This is EG. So, ganyan naman ang itsura ng short shunt. Ano naman ang napansin nyo? Hindi na equal si IA at si IS. Tama ba? So, ano na siya ngayon? IA is now equal to what? Equal saan po ang AA? Pumasok si
IF
IA,
plus IF. Yes po.
IF plus ano?
IS.
Okay. That is IF plus IS or IL. Kasi ano namang napansin mo? They are now connected in series, therefore IS is just equal to IL. Tama ba? So sila naman ang equal. Now, kung kukunin ko naman si field current, kung dati, that is just VT over RF, ngayon, ano ng consideration mo? Hindi na lang siya si VT. Kasi meron ka na ditong RS. Therefore, meron din diyang voltage drop across your series winding. Tama ba? Do you agree? Kaya nga kung kukunin mo yung iyong field current, that is your terminal voltage plus yung voltage across sa iyong series winding. Saka mo pa siya i-divide sa field resistance. Nakuha po? Nakuha? Na kung kukunin naman natin si generated EMF, ganun pa din naman. That is VT plus the voltage across your armature plus IS, RS plus V brush. Ano lang pinagkaiba? Hindi na equal si IA at saka si IS. Kaya ganyan na ang kanyang formula. No, kung tutuusin, mas mahaba ang formula na short shunt sa EG. Kasi pag long shunt, equal ang RA at ang IA at IS, pwede mo siyang i-write as this. Pero pagdating dito sa short, hindi na equal ang IA at IS, mas mahaba ang formula. Okay, pero construction-wise, sa circuit, basta tanda mong itsura, kayang-kaya mo yang ma-derive lahat. Nakuha po ito? Questions? How about the others? Nakuha ba ng iba? Pinagkaiba ng long shunt at short shunt? Kailan siya ginagamit? Anong mapansin nyo? Doon sa ating generated EMF, actually, iisa lang ang pattern. Mapa self-excited at saka separately excited. Ang pattern lang natin ay VT plus IARA plus V brush. So, saan lang nag-iiba-iba ay di doon sa iyong compound. Tama ba? O, dito sa series pala, since meron na nga siyang series winding, so ilalagay mo lang. But since equal CI at CIS, so parang katulad pala ng series winding, ang formula ng long. Tama ba? Yung long shunt natin, compound, same lang ng formula ng series wound. Napansin niyo yun? Tapos, yun. Oh, do you have any questions? May questions po kayo? Sige, if walang questions, let's try to apply in this problem. Ang binigay sa atin ay short shunt. Compound generator supplies 80 amperes at 200 volts if the field resistance 40, series resistance 0.02, RA 0.04. You're asked to determine the generated EMF. Kadali lang naman pala ng binigay na sample. Lagay mo na ang given. O, sino po yung ibinigay sa iyo na 80 amperes? This is short shunt. Actually, o, sino po yun? Si 80 amps. See? Maybe a short shunt compound generator supplies 80 amperes. So it's either CIS or CIL. Tama ba? It's either CIS or CIL. Since they are equal, so iyan yung tinutukoy. That is the voltage drop in series winding. So yung ating current dito, it's either IL or IS, which is 80 amperes. $200 volts. Sino naman si 200 volts? Sino po si 200 volts? Anyone?
Load voltage po.
This is load voltage ba siya? Habi generator supplies sabihin siya ay si terminal voltage. And then, binigyan ka ng RF, 40 ohms. Binigyan ka ng series resistance, 0.02. Binigyan ka ng RA, which is 0.04. You're asked to solve for degenerated EMF. How do you solve for EG? Theoretically, alam mo, EG is equal to VT plus IARA plus ISRS. Do we have all the given? Wala pa. Ano ang mga wala?
IA,
Wala tayong
IA po sir.
wala tayong IA. So saan natin kukunin si IA?
IF plus IS.
So gamit yung ating generated formula for short shunt, IF plus IS. Do we have IF na?
Wala rin po.
Wala pa din. So kailangan kunin muna. Solving for IF again is equal to what?
VT plus ISRS all over RS.
Ayan. So ano yung ating VT? 200. Anong IS natin? VT times 0.02 over anong field resistance natin? 40. O, ilan po ang ating field current? Field current.
5.04 po.
5.04 amperes. So, makukuha na natin ngayon si IA. IA is equal to IF plus IS. This is 5.04. IS natin is what? 80. O, ilan pong ating IA?
85.04 po.
Okay. 85.04 amperes. Meron na ba tayo ng lahat ng kailangan? ISRS. Okay. So, we have to substitute 200 plus yung mga IA natin, 85.04 times RA is 0.04 plus 80 times 0.02. Simplify po ako.
205.006.
This is 205.0016.
0016. Opo, sir.
So that is our generated EMF. Nakuha po? Nasundan ito? Questions? Okay, wala ng questions. Hanggang dyan muna. I'll be meeting you on Monday. We will be continuing the discussion next week na lamang. And then yung yung ating laboratory report submission is on Monday also before our time. So siya ay due ng 4 p.m. I-attach po muna sa classroom and then ang hard copy ibibigay sa akin pag ipinasa ang PSET 1. Okay po? Do you have any more questions, clarifications before we end the meet? Sige po. Wala ng questions. It's time na. Overtime na ng 1 minute. Yes po. Ano po ang question?
Sir, habol lang po sa attendance.
Sino ang hindi nakapag-attendance? Si Engineer Veloso.